Hello guys and welcome back. Today I'll be showing you guys the average explainer game. And by average, I don't mean based on KDA or stuff, but rather on macro. I honestly thought I was going to go against Freya here since Edith gold lane made more sense. That and the fact that Edith is an MM and fighter gold lane isn't as meta now as before. I also went with attack rather than pen on my emblem setup because I thought Freya would be my lane enemy. If I knew that Edith was my lane enemy, I would have gone with pen. Also, in all my matches this season, this is my first time laning against an Edith. So forgive me if I make any mistakes in terms of macro and micro in the laning phase against her. And like usual, guard your lane from a cut and help the jungler with the creep. See how if I didn't help the jungler here, Edith would just cut the lane. Since it's my first time laning an Edith, I'm playing it safe. For most of the early game, I'm going to have no assistance from my team whatsoever. And majority of explainers face this problem. Even if the enemy team is ganking your lane, your teammates probably won't even care. And it usually happens because of bias or the enemy gold laner is snowballing and needs to be shut down. In this match, it's going to be the latter, in which I completely understand. But other than team fights, most of this game I'll be split pushing to force 1v1s or ambushing. My team was only able to kill Freya and Chip solely because they tried a high cut and overextended. But that's also because Freya and Chip didn't have ults yet, and that changes once they do. Focus on the crab to get level 4 and I can just flicker out so Alice can't get a kill on me. Also don't need to recall since I have almost enough energy to get me back to max bars. IDKY Zation decided to go to my lane at this time though. The enemies are clearly ganking bot and they need help more than I do. I tried to 1v1 Edith here just to check how my damage is against her. I quickly understand that I should not fight her until I get C Halberd to lower her lifesteal. I also learned that she has an immobilized skill in her ult form. The more you know. My whole team got wiped out here at bot lane because they forgot Chip and can just Avengers assemble. I presume that since Edith isn't here yet that the portal back was destroyed. And so I pushed the turret for gold because my presumption was true, and they are at mid. This is cut short by Chip though. I have C Halberd now and she's half HP, which means I can kill her here. I planned to take this creep and then go clear my lane, but Alice had to bother me. So I send her back to base together with Edith. Edith already respawned, so I'll just clear the lane, take crab, and go help with mid. Chip already used ult and no one came and he's almost half HP, so I can eliminate him if he tries to leave. What is Johnson thinking, just crashing on his own? I follow Edith thinking I could get one and get out. I was wrong, so I just lure them closer to my team. That's how you counterattack. I was expecting Hanabi to push the mid turret, but I guess that was an oversight. I was planning to take down the top lane turret so that I would have more freedom to rotate. Always take the crab whenever you can since it's free XP. Alice is very squishy when she's used as an X4 mid laner against Masha. Freya has been snowballing and needs to be shut down again. Unfortunately, Chip was here to assemble the Avengers. I choose to run all the way back since they could easily burst me down even under the turret. This Johnson never takes in passengers, bruh. Freya got greedy here and I was close to save Zechen and punish Freya. Edith and Freya are gone, which means they have no DPS or burst to kill me. This means I can hunt Alice down safely. Lord is about to spawn soon, and I don't want to get Chip ulted and die. Especially that Hanabi is quite far away still. I'm waiting until the enemy has used up all their skills on Johnson, and then I'll pinch with Lucas and Hanabi. Unfortunately, Hanabi was waiting for God knows what at mid while a team fight happens. Trades go in our favor at least. Sorry, I wasn't fast enough to save you, Johnson. Just waiting for enemies to use their skills first before diving in for either Freya or Edith. Alice kinda messed up, so I went for her instead. I could have greeted for Freya, but I would die too, and that would go against our favor. Our marksman died first since she was targeted by Saber, and she didn't have shield to immune the CC. I still have flicker, and I know Freya was low, so she probably recalled. I'm just trying to delay them from getting the Lord here. I thought I cancelled my flicker here, or that it didn't trigger since I got stunned, but it did. But regardless, I was able to delay the Lord long enough for my MM and jungler to be able to contest it. It goes to waste though, since they all died. I was trying to chain my ults on Freya, but Chip dived and stunned me, and it locked to him. Every time I respawn, my teammates are all ready or about to die, bruh. Tried to shut down Freya, but I was too slow. Tried to kill Chip, but his passive saved him. My teammates are dead, so I'm left to defend until they respawn. Edith has no ult, so she's useless. The other two are squishy, and I only need to stall till Zishan is back. Unlucky Saber lol. I could have definitely chased here, but there was no point. Even if Chip or Alice die, there's not enough time to push any inhibitors or do anything else. That said, if Chip dies now, the enemies will respawn without a roam or a teleporter. Alice was just a bonus there. Only Edith will be defending, so we'll be able to take down the mid inhibitor if we focus it. We can't end yet since we don't have minions to push. Lord is spawning and their jungler is down, so it's a good time to take it.
Gather at the Lord.
I also build Windtalker here instead of Endless Battle to clear waves faster and rotate faster. I fake rotate to catch this Freya off guard. Chip is just extra here and isn't really necessary to kill, but it does get rid of the Avengers Assemble. Chip and Freya being out should make defending harder for them. I kinda threw here though and overextend lol. We were able to get Alice though.
Never ever try to fool me.
Freya is alone and away from Chip, so now is a good time to gank her. Now they don't have a damage dealer other than Edith. And Edith isn't exactly a damage dealer either after she uses her ult.
I'm in charge here. An enemy has been slain.
If no one dies now, I'll be able to split push while my team can fight for the Lord.
I'm trying to be gentle.
If I hadn't seen this portal, we would have lost this team fight. Unfortunately, even if we did wipe the enemy team, it's not enough to end since the minions aren't enough. That and because Alice can clear the minions easily with her AoE skills. It was safer here to take the Lord because it's going to take some time before the minions arrive. And the enemies were about to respawn too, so I stayed back to stall the enemies for a bit. My teammates, on the other hand, had the same idea to stay too, which isn't bad, but it could have gone south. And that should be enough to end the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.